The B.
Okay, we'll head up to Rock.
All right. This will be fun. Awesome.
I need to get some music or something.
I'd offer to help, but I'm on push to talk, and they'd be paying about to try and use both of those things. I'm also going to follow you now.
So I got a new spectator like Chrome plugin. It's supposed to like zoom smoothly. It looked really cool. I haven't tried it yet though.
Oh yeah, barbecues.
Yeah.
Thing that he did. Nice.
So this will be my first chance to try that, and kind of looking forward to it.
I suppose people are like listening to us now.
I think so, yeah.
Awesome.
I don't have anything better to say though.
Yeah, this group screen isn't that interesting. Not a whole lot to color commentate about that thing.
All right, looks like we're about to get started here with NLTP season 6. Season 3, week 2.
Season 3.
Yep, and it's 4Os of the Apocalypse versus Los Ballos Hermanos.
After splitting the A-team games 1-1 last night, we'll see what happens between everybody here. See if somebody can get some redemption for their team. Prove which of these teams once and for all is the better from top to bottom.
2, 1.
All right, Trap's able to snag the Take Pro. Looks like we got 2 Juke Juices on red team, or Los Ballos.
Blue team didn't even grab their base power up till just recently now. That's probably actually a good strategy. It gives them a little bit extra time on that Viper.
Yeah, definitely. Still a long walk over to the Los Ballos space, so it's not much time left on that Take Pro there, and it does expire.
Yeah. That was an interesting strategy by Trapson to try and grab before 7 got in there with that. It probably would have been better for him to wait till the Tech Pro got there to help him out.
VZ trying to set up some blocks here as Nasty Nate's trying to get away with the flag.
Tried to make a run for that bomb, but he couldn't quite do it.
A nice bomb snipe by Logic. We got power-ups coming up soon. Let's see how those play out. Looks like Trapson and VZ are going for mid.
Nasty Nate 7 on the bottom. Red team's already got a Tag Pro coming from their base.
Oh, good positioning by AJH.
Nasty Nate got the Juke Juice on the bottom, and VZ got the Rolling Bomb on top. That leaves Red with 3 out of the 4 power-ups on the map.
All right, we got 2 defenders and 2 offenders in both base. Bomb's unhelpful.
It's good effort, but he got stuck pulling on one of those defenders along with him. That spike on the bottom. Hate it so much.
We got power-ups coming up again. Looks like Trapson's going to fight for... he's faking bottom, but he's really wanting mid, and 7's going to go for bottom.
And VZ still gets it. Leaves red with, two tag pros.
Two tag pros. I think they're going to be able to get a nice grab here. Theman's able to get one tag pro, take one of them out. That's going to be very helpful.
Help a lot, yeah.
Not much Nasty Nate can do on his own with that tag pro. VZ's trying to get over there. He's going to have a nice boost in, but tag pro expires. Theman playing the choke there.
And his tag pro expires, and that's it for that round of power-ups.
Both teams are doing a great job on defense, keeping the bombs diffused.
Ooh, if Trapson could have hit that one just a little bit more centered, he might have been across, but it wasn't to be.
Nasty Nate just barely misses the flag as he bombs out of base.
Looks like Blue's actually on top of power-ups more so than Red this time. They seem to have forgotten about it.
Now here Scumball's doing that smart thing again, just waiting by that power-up, wanting to get the most time as possible out of it.
Absolutely. Oh, everybody's dead trying to get the mid power-up.
Seven's got a bomb here. Uses the rolling bomb as well and unable to get out, and that looks like it might be a cap for Los Ballos. VZ coming in, Trapson, and Los Ballos has the first cap, score of 1-0.
Yeah, with no offenders in base, it's real tough if they get out top to be able to prevent that cap.
That top route is just so much quicker than the bottom route.
Absolutely.
Well, we got power-ups coming up pretty soon here. Looks like Trapson's going to attempt to grab. Nasty Nate's heading straight for the power-ups. Trapson might be heading for mid power-up. Nasty Nate gets a juke juice. And it looks like he'll be able to get mid as well. Seven making a nice grab, unable to beat the juke juice, unfortunately.
Yeah, juke juice is definitely something that people tend to think is an offensive power-up, but it's an absolute beast on defense. If somebody can make the grab and the defender's got that juke juice, it's still practically impossible to get out of any base.
Yeah, as a defender, I always like to know that I got juke juice on my side. Although, sometimes it can actually end up making you overcommit without realizing it.
Oh yeah.
If you're not anticipating that. So there's definitely an art to it. And already we're getting to our next round of power-ups here. Seven and VZ have a little Mexican-style showdown there at the bottom. Nasty Nate making a grab while we're all distracted by power-ups.
Oh man.
VZ making a clean grab here. Trapson's going for the mid power-up. VZ's got 2 beat. Some nice blocks by AJH and Sunball.
Oh man.
Or Scumball, sorry. There's no defense in 4Os, but that's typical.
Logic gets across the top, and D-Man gets one of his chasers, and that leaves a return for a cap for a little bit. Oh, VZ got in base pretty quick though.
And that bomb, Logic's very smart to defuse that bomb so the defense or offense won't have it if he ends up. Nasty's going to try to go top, but so is Trapson. There's a nice button by Theman.
Return, and that looks like a cap.
That sets up the cap, and it's 1-1. Again, that's another cap coming through the top. I think we're likely to see most of the caps happen that way.
Yeah. Whether it comes from one of those bombs across the middle or just a regrab chain. That's the way a lot of caps will come on Geokoala.
Yep, there's the bomb across the top by VZ. VZ's got all 4 beat. That's going to be a cap for Los Ballos.
But Trapson has juke juice and a rolling bomb, so we'll see what he can do with that. Oh, the rolling bomb expires just as he gets tagged.
Yeah, and that the first cap for 4-0, I don't know if you saw that, but there's some nice button work that set that up. They got 2 of the Los Ballos players trapped in the gate there.
Yeah.
So it's, you've got either the bombs to bomb across or the button. Both of those can make for some interesting caps.
Yeah, the top absolutely makes or breaks your game on this map.
Trapson waiting for the power up. VZ right there. Nasty Nate coming in as well. We got 2-on-1. VZ's heading out. He doesn't want a threesome.
Trapson gets the type row on the bottom.
Oh, and he spikes himself with that bomb. Or who hit the bomb? I couldn't see it.
I'm not sure if that was him or if that was VZ that got it. But
Yeah, I'm
either
not
way,
sure.
they both ended up dead.
If that was VZ, that was a great plan on VZ's part. Thiemann with the Tag Pro on defense. Looks like there's VZ was just covering there.
For Trapson, that was almost a really good escape.
Okay, and Los Ballos is working on defusing their bombs. VZ makes a nice grab. VZ's past 2 going bottom. Trapson and 7 are there waiting on choke. And Thiemann coming from behind. But unfortunately,
that leaves the top wide open.
Yeah, Nasty Nate. AJH has the button, so 7's just got to sit there and choke. Trapson makes a grab here. Nice button by AJH. And Thiemann coming from beside, and AJH with that button.
That's
Scumball with the Juke Juice block.
Yeah.
There's that Juke Juice on defense again, as we were talking about.
Yeah, it makes blocking a lot easier too because it increases the acceleration. So.
And VZ's
really
coming.
Versatile power.
Again, some nice blocks by AJH and Scumball.
Very well done by Los Ballos Hermanos.
Nasty Nate's going to get an uncontested regrab. Looks like he's trying to go top.
Yeah, Thiemann spiked himself to get across.
No, that was a smart move.
Smart play by him, yeah.
I think that's what stopped Nasty from attempting the bomb across. Although with that Tag Pro, usually if they're not...
have been able to see, that he was respawning.
Right, and with that Tag Pro though, if they bomb across the top, usually you can get that invincibility, so you can tag them before you even get past them.
Oh, that's true too.
So I think Nasty might have been able to get out of there, but just the moment of hesitation.
Gets a clean grab out bottom.
Misses the power up, but he's still past 3. He better hit that boost. We got some blocks, and that's a cap.
So it to 4-2.
Yep. Los Ballos in the lead.
Still have some catching up to do there.
And a nice regrab by 7. He better not die here. AJH has got the cap lined up. And VZ, a nice tag. Trapson's going to go top.
That looks like the end of half.
Well, there we have it, folks. The first half of the game is over. It's 4-2 with the advantage in the Los Ballos Hermanos favor. Let's look at these stats here. Looks like Nasty Nate has the highest hold time, minute and 14. Returns, AJH with 9 returns, Logic as well.
But VZ with 3 caps, and that's what really brought the whole thing together there for Los Ballos Hermanos.
Yeah, 3 out of the 4 caps. Looks like Schweddies has to head off soon. That's the only thing that's happening, so I have to commentate on it.
Bring in his co-captain Jukeball Hero and the spec platform.
So I think the reflecting back on that first half, I think one of the big things that we saw, besides everyone knows power-up control is very important, and I think that there was power-up control is fairly even that game, but one thing that we saw a lot of was the use of that top route. I know we saw that a lot yesterday as well, but that top route can be really brutal, really effective if you get out the top.
Yep, it definitely can make or break the match for you.
All right, well, we're trying to get the team swap underway here as we're getting set up for the second half. Score is 4-2. Let me get that. I'm going to set up the first half score here. 1 second.
Hey guys,
Hey,
is there a link to your stream?
yeah, if you go to twitch.tv/Ron Sponson.
We just didn't have. I need to learn how to fight for power ups better. Because twice we were fighting power ups, I got the tag going up the easy cap.
Those take pros are really effective on offense.
Yeah, both times they got in our base because we were fighting for it, and I just didn't fight for it right, I guess.
It's one of the real important things to remember when people are fighting for power-ups is that if the power-up spawns under you, like you're on the power-up tile when it comes there, that you won't get it. It'll be the person who is off of it and then gets on it first.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that. It's just I just did not good at fighting for him well, I guess. I mean, conceptually I understand it, but also I just haven't practiced much on this map, so that probably doesn't help. And we only had one real offender, so it didn't look like. I mean, I don't know what it looked like on stream, but it didn't seem to be got out of base too much, out of their base much.
So JagPro came in for you, correct?
Yeah, and Chapsman will go back on D.
Okay.
Should be a better. Probably should help to have two actual offensive people.
So you heard it here first, folks. 4Os making some substitutions and getting. Apparently, they had 3D strats going in that last half, so we'll see how it works to change it up here.
Yeah, I've heard some people, rumor on the street is that Schweddies is a little insecure about his D. So maybe that's what he was thinking going the first half with 3 defenders. But maybe switching it up might help for the second half here. Now, Schweddies likes to rib around with the defenders a little bit, so I like to feel like we have to get him back a little bit on the offensive side as well.
I can't condone that, being an offender myself.
Oh, that's true. You're team offense, aren't you?
Yep, that's team offense, arrow keys, master race, all that good stuff.
Arrow keys.
I guess we just have to disagree.
Yeah, we've got a lot of
things here.
Yeah, a lot of disagreements, I think. Does NLTP have logos?
I think so.
Certain teams do.
Somebody made a logo for our team.
There was a thread on our NLTP earlier that had all of the logos that different captains had submitted.
Somebody on our team made a logo. That's pretty cool. I don't know who made it though.
Alright, it looks like there are no tag pros on the map right now. Juke Juice in red base, and a Rolling Bomb in blue base, with one each of those in mid and one.
Alright, Los Ballos Hermanos able to get both the mid power-ups at the start here.
You guys are way out of the stream.
I don't know if JagPro had some lag issues there or what, but he just ran right into that spike.
VZ trying to pull off some moves with his Juke Juice. Let's see what he can do. He gets past one and past 2 defenders. And one spike.
Traps and spikes himself.
He might turn around and try to go top here. Unwise though, because Traps is spawning. VZ's going to be past 1. Logic's trying to cut off mid. Looking to bomb up. VZ's got the boost into base and able to make the first cap for Los Ballos Hermanos.
That was very well done.
I thought Dr. Juku was going to go top there. That was an interesting decision. Maybe he might not have had him beat on the button.
Yeah, that spawn was pretty close to the button there, so that might have been the right decision.
Yep. Logic, again, waiting on the rolling bomb. We saw that strategy from both teams last game as well. Scumball also grabbing their Tag Pro. Okay, we got the, I guess both the power-ups just expired as I was saying that.
Alright, looks like everybody's reset. We got 2O2D going from everybody. One bomb up in each base. We'll see what happens.
About the same thing happens on both sides of the map there. Jake Pro's got a second bomb to play around with. Not much happened there. He's going to try to go top. Seven's going to get the handoff. Yep. Dr. Juke's getting contained by Logic. There's one Los Ballos in base here. Seven's going to make the boost up, and VZ's trying... Oh, and they're able to get there just in time. Scumball's going to make the grab. Dr. Juke with the Tag Pro and Juke Juice.
Easy coming in with the rolling bomb too, but AJH makes the grab.
Trapson staying ahead, but Dr. Juke almost came in with the Tag Pro there. Nice boost by Logic.
Gets the snipe.
Button by Scumball, that was good. VZ trying to make a bomb grab, unable to do it. And a nice bomb grab by VZ. He's past 3. Jake Pro's got to move over. And another cap for Los Ballos Hermanos.
He seems to be having some issues with lag here. I don't know how else to describe what's going on with that.
Dr. Juke wins the rolling bomb. Going for the top grab, past 3.
Top, and there's no red players in their base.
And 7 able to make the last ditch grab. Can he stay alive long enough? Looks like he's not. And we've got a third grab for Los Ballos, or a third cap actually.
So that puts the aggregate score at 7-2 Los Ballos.
Yep. Scumball's looking at the button. Yep, and he does get it. I think the offense just wants to get over to the base as quickly as possible, try to get something going here.
Yeah, there's a lot of lost ground to cover here.
Yeah.
Well contained there. 4Os.
Okay, Jake Pro's smartly heading back for some power-ups here. Dr. Juke steals it.
Right out from under by Dr. Juke.
Let's see what Dr. Juke can do with it. He deploys it immediately. 7's got the Tag Pro. It looks like Scumball had a nice spawn to be able to grab that Juke Juice. And he's got, we were talking about that earlier with that Juke Juice on defense.
And that makes it real hard for the guy with the Tag Pro to try and make a decision, because you got to think that the defender with the Juke Juice is your #1 priority to try and get return.
VZ might be past 4 here.
And it looks like cap #4 for Los Ballos Hermanos. But to continue what I was saying before, it feels like you should try and kill the ball with the Juke Juice first, but since he's got the Juke Juice, it's so much harder, and it kind of leaves you in a catch-22.
Yeah, that's definitely a good point. Oh, Dr. Juke. He's taking his time, certainly, and Logic able to grab the button there. One thing we'll notice, there's not really much hold time here. It looks like Dr. Juke's got the most hold time with 48 seconds. VZ close behind with 46.
Yeah, what we've seen is a lot of either short-lived grabs or the caps that come quickly, and not many people getting out bottom and needing to hold it a long time. Either they don't get out or they cap it right away. So
yeah, that's a good point. I'm just looking at these stats here, and it looks like VZ's got 7 grabs and 3 caps, so that's almost a 50% cap rate.
Yeah, there's definitely, both teams are being very sparing with their grabs too.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially in GeoQual, it's so defensive heavy. It's if you don't have a power up or a bomb, I mean, grabbing is definitely risky.
especially without a partner. But VZ might pull it off. We'll see what happens. But he gets returned when there's 3-4-Os in base.
Trapson's got a rolling bomb here.
He'll take it back on defense with him.
Well, you know, it's better than the offense getting it, so.
Yeah, exactly.
On this map, sometimes you can deploy it and push them into the spikes.
Yep. That's a good point.
It looks like they were both defending the top there, and so Dr. Juke was able to get out bottom pretty comfortably after the bomb by VZ. Misses the boost, allowing 7 to get ahead of him.
Yeah, the thing about the bombs on this map is they can both, if you do it just right, they can both be used to take either path. So you got to be able to cover both of them on defense.
That's a good point. Yep. Oh, Jake Pro getting blasted across the map by Trapson's defuse there. Looks like he was just going for it. Logic's fighting for a power up down with VZ at the bottom. VZ's able to get it.
Should be defused right away. Yep, there it is.
Oh, Dr. Juke had a nice bomb out of base, ends up just clipping the spike there on his way over.
Oh, but VZ gets across top, and Jagbro's in no position to try and stop it with 3 defenders in base. That makes 5 caps on the half for Los Ballos Hermanos, and, oh man, math, 9-2 aggregate score for this first game. VZ going back to get the lead power up in 4-0 space.
Oh,
wow. That was a ridiculous split.
Some crazy moves by VZ here as he comes across top. Jake Pro gets the button in the last second.
That was an amazing juke by VZ.
Yeah, VZ's squeezing every drop of juke juice so that they can get. I don't know if VZ's a guy or girl, so I'm gonna use they.
Yeah, I don't know. I suppose even knowing that there's a fair amount of girls that play tag pro, my first assumption has always been a guy. So
I think the odds are in that favor, but it's always tough to tell. You know, you always get called out on it. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. VZ's gonna try to make a bomb here. All right, we got 30 seconds left here. Scumball's grabbing a tag pro.
That's not enough time for 4-Os to come back all the way, but enough for them to, I suppose.
Oh, and 7 sneaking past the
7 gets the
tag
return.
pro.
That was really well done.
Yeah, I think the ball there was just too far away from the flag, leaving it open for the juke there.
3, 2, 1.
And that wraps it up here. We've got the cumulative or the final score of 9-2. Los Ballos is in the lead, or has won the first game.
I think the whole game was closer played than the final score would indicate, but there's yep, that's the end of that first one, so I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think it looked like Los Ballos was definitely winning on the power-up control that time. The first half was pretty close, but I feel like the second half was definitely won by Los Ballos in terms of power-up control. They're even getting both bases power-ups quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, if you can steal the other team's power-up, that'll get you a huge advantage every time, because that gives you a potential of 4 power-ups to 0, and that is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, sometimes if the power-ups split evenly, you can try to use some strategies where you'll almost battle them against each other. You know, the typical scenario of 2 tag pros going up, and you know, if you have Take Pro, I'll always go for the guy who's got Take Pro rather than the pop on someone who doesn't.
Yeah, definitely. Although, that's easier as a defender, I think, to say, because
Well,
as an
yeah,
offender, you know, you have to cover that whole base, or you got to cover the whole map to get back again.
that's definitely true. That's definitely a defensive strategy. So,
So for me, if I were to have that, I would attempt to go with the to go pop the defender without the Tag Pro first, and hopefully be able to get the one with the Tag Pro second,
yep.
ideally.
And I think the thing is, it's where you're spawning, right? So if I'm in my base, I don't care if I die quickly because I'm going to spawn right away. But once you make it all the way over to their base on a map like Geoquala, you know, then it's. Oops, sorry. VZ just asked me a question. I lost my train of thought.
And this has been Deep Strategy Talk with Jack Panther and Ron Sponson.
Yeah, and it's worthy of noting that both of us are on the 4Os of the apocalypse. We're trying to remain as unbiased as possible here in the calling. I'm just looking for good plays. That said, you know, it's tough to. I'm sure we're not doing the best job at that, but we're certainly trying.
It's like listening to the NFL game on your local radio station. Like it's not going to be entirely unbiased, but they'll try.
I think the more important part is being able to have the video to look back on and review.
Yeah, I'm not actually looking at the stream right now, but I think last time I saw it we were at 6 viewers. So I mean, the B team NLTP games don't get a whole lot of views, and I think it's mostly a film study kind of a thing more than a spectator kind of a thing.
Yeah, and I think most of our viewers are probably the people who are
In waiting.
yeah, exactly.
Ludafisk brings up a point about pup macros, and I don't think there was ever any. Like I do remember there being some discussion on a couple of different subreddits, whether it was the Tag Pro, the MLTP, or the NLTP. But I feel like it was said that they were okay as long as they don't have an actual timer. Like the macros would be
Right.
okay.
Yeah, I know there's a you know, you can get the ones where they count down for you, but this is just like calling it out. Now, Ludi does bring up it's not allowed in MLTP, and so that's one thing I found confusing is a lot of the leagues have differing rules, such as like timeout rules or you know.
Yeah, that came up last night.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's could be confusing trying to keep the different leagues rules apart, but looks like Ludi's not. He's just bringing it up just so that you know it could be looked into further. He's not.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not too concerned considering they
Yeah.
won the first game 9-2.
All right, looks like we're getting started here for game 2. Gotta spam out the link one more time just in case there's anyone else watching that wants to be able to see it here. Looks like most people are able to get into spectators, but there's still 3 just sitting and waiting.
Tell you what, Ron, this whole commentating thing is fun, but having to watch everybody play Tag Pro and just talk about it, it's got me itching to go back and play some more.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I do enjoy watching it though because you'll see a lot of things that you don't see while you're in the heat of the game playing. I don't know if you've ever gone back, especially if you're watching yourself, although that can be pretty tough too because it's a different perspective than what you have on the game. You know, you can see the whole map.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. I had to go plug in the laptop, so I was listening. Trust me, I was listening, but I couldn't say anything. I was still reflecting on that jab you made at Shreddy and his D earlier.
I don't know. He might bench me next time. We'll see. I don't know. Better stop bringing that up.
2.
All right, and we're off for game 2 of 4Os of the Apocalypse versus the Los Ballos Hermanos. This is B team. It's a Wednesday evening here, and we've been seeing some great Take Pro here.
And we already have the April Fool out ahead of 4-4-0s. Oh, but 7 catches up just in time to get the return. Oh, jukeball called time, so I guess we're going back. That was a quick half.
Well, I'm guessing a minute hasn't passed up, so I think we're short of a minute. I don't know how that works out. Do we start again at 10, or does
It'll
it go down
probably
to
go
9?
back to 10.
Yeah, I think so.
I guess Theman...
Maybe you're
He
going to
probably-
be called up.
I'm ineligible.
Oh, who was it that played the first game that played first half and came in here for second half for a little bit?
Yep, that was him. And Jagpro isn't in the group anymore, so that could be problematic. Let's see if he's in the... Oh, he is in the 4Os room, so I don't know what's going on with him. But if they can't get it... Oh, T-Man left the group. So hopefully we can get a sub or something. Or it looks like 4Os will be playing down a man.
He might be trying to switch browsers or something like that as well. We're not sure what the circumstances are. He claims he should be good now, though, so we're ready for anything.
I know I've had issues where when I was playing on Wi-Fi rather than actually plugging in, I ended up having just my entire internet cut out. And that's happened a few times, so I don't know if that was something like that or not. But good that he's back, and we'll be restarting here shortly.
Yeah, so my spectate extension wasn't working, so that was a bummer.
And here we go. Once again.
So I didn't see. Are we still at 10 minutes for the half then?
I didn't look at that either.
I guess we'll find out.
Find out here shortly.
Oh, I can't see anything. I might have to. Okay, I'm in.
Alright. So
A lot of Take Pros.
Minutes. Well, that's the exact reverse of what it was last time, because we had 3 Juke Juices and 1 Tag Pro.
Although there's actually only
Last
going to be
time,
2, as Traps and grabs both the Take Pro in the base and mid. Logic
guess
says
that-
Pliss. I don't know what that's all about.
Maybe he wanted the Tag Pro. But Trapson's Tag Pro expires, and he can't quite keep him off the button. Oh, and now he says sorry. Logic is just in a glass case of emotion right now. And
All
power-ups.
right, we're going for power-ups here. Looks like Seven and Trapson are trying to go for bottom. Now they're splitting up, and Trapson's going for mid. Dr. Juke's there to contend it. And April Fool on the other side as well. Some nice bomb work. Now we got a Tag Pro in the Los Ballos space.
Which means 7 is pretty much just going to waste that juke around, not getting tagged by that tag pro. Yep. And that's it for the second round of power-ups.
Yeah, we've had a couple uneventful rounds of power-ups so far this half, and you see that reflected in the score. Dr. Juke's going to try to bomb out a base. He looks like he's able to successfully do so. He's passed 2. 7's there on the cutoff. Unfortunate boost there into the wall.
He goes all the way back. Oh, the man looks like he's lagged out.
Nasty
again.
Nate's got the button, and he's able to get a return. Theman calls time, and that was before the grab, so this grab is ineligible.
Yeah. 7 doesn't seem to think so either, but...
Well, you know, it's better to play through it. It's just like football. They say always, you know, play through the play. That's not going to do anything, so he can certainly... So that cap is not going to count. It's still 0-0. I didn't see the time though.
Dr. Juke says 8 minutes.
Hopefully Theman's doing all right though. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's another player lined up, so they might just have to play through these.
I believe the rule is that if you have to call a timeout on account of someone lagging, that you have to take them out. So whether they can sub someone in or not, I think B-Man will have to come out.
And there 7 is saying, sorry, I play through the whistle. So and we were referencing that before, and that was a conscious decision on him. I'm sure 7 knew that the time was called, but he was going to play through it just in case.
Better be safe than sorry. And here Jag Bros joined the group, so it looks like he'll be able to get back in the game. So that answers that question about whether they'll be, but whether the 4Os will be shorthanded or not.
I'm going to take this opportunity to try to redo my spectate user script here. We'll see if it works.
And we're watching again. Third time's the time, I guess, right?
Yeah, let's hope for no more timeouts that are required here so we can get through this half.
Four tag bros. Wow.
Well,
That's all I have to say about that.
and here we are for the third time here for the first half of Game 2, Los Ballos Hermanos versus 4Os of the Apocalypse. We got an interesting start here with 4 tag pros, and 3 of them were able to be picked up by Los Ballos. Let's see what they can do. One of them spikes. 2 in the base. Logic's just sitting on that button, pleading. 2 spikes on the tag pros here.
Oh man, Jagpro looks to be out with... Oh, but he left the boost, so...
7's got a clean grab top.
The top. That should be a cap.
Well, we'll see.
As long as we can get
Dragon's
some
going to
blocks
get
on.
in base here. Yep, he's able to get up.
That's unfortunate.
Juke King says yes.
That looked like a sure cap. Oh, and Nasty Nate's out bottom. Uses that boost. Doesn't get spiked. And there's some solid blocks on 7, but Jagpro comes in.
Oh, and
Wow.
Nasty Nate threading the needle for the first cap.
That was absolutely nasty.
And Jake Pro's able to get out. He bottom. He's might be past 3. No boost lane. Dragon's right behind him. 7 with the block. Jake Pro's still not quite. Doesn't have him beat. Dr. Juke's trying to evade here. And April Fool's going to come in for the tag with that Juke Juice.
There's nobody on regrab for the 4Os, so they have just got 3 in base to try and keep Nasty Nate from capping.
7's going to try to make a grab. Jag Pro coming over as well. Logic lining up a snipe. I'm not going to take it, and I think that's probably a wise move, as then there would only be 1 player left. Nasty Nate with a nice bomb to get past, and that'll count for the second cap. Dr. Juke's got a regrab right away here. Going to boost bottom. 7's there for the return. And both teams are able to reset here.
Nasty Nate has had an excellent beginning to this third beginning of this half.
Yeah, 3 grabs, and 2 of those led to a capture, so 66% cap rate so far.
A lot of tag prayers once again.
Dr. Juke coming in across top here. Traps has got the tag pro. He's going to try to go for it. Nope. Playing it safe and cover and choke. 7's just threatening around, but there's not much you can do as the lone offender with a tag pro.
That was kind of an unfortunate bomb spawn there for 7. That means that he and Jagpro couldn't use it on offense.
And it looks like Dr. Juke is the only one down waiting for power-ups. Jake Pro is going to come join him. Dr. Juke grabs the bottom, and they're both going to head up for mid here. Likely, it looks like Dr. Juke's going to get mid as well. Oh, he spikes himself. And there's mid. 7's going to try to come in for it. And there, as you mentioned, on offense, 7 does not want to actually sacrifice themselves. So,
especially he knew that that tag pro is going to last a lot less time than his was, considering he was grabbed later.
Oh, a nice button. He was just about ready to get out there. Unlucky bomb defuse there. And Dr. Juke's already ready for these power-ups down. Nasty Nate joining him. 7 and Trapson are heading over as well. It's a power-up party, and everyone is invited.
Except for us. We just get to watch.
All right, we've got 2 tag pros on Los Ballos. Dr. Juke's gonna clear the way for Nasty Nate to be able to make a grab. Trapson's got the tag pro or the Juke Juice, unable to cut the corner there. And Nasty Nate is past 3. Jack Pro's the only one. Got a nice block by Durangan. He's coming up and able to get the 3rd cap for Los Ballos.
Well, that was kind of poor communication there with the 4Os, because somebody should have let 7 know that he shouldn't have gone down to go try and get that power up with the flag out of base.
Oh, a nice juke by 7.
Grab there.
Yes, absolutely. Let's see, he's past 3, just one to beat, then he spikes himself.
And Jagpro can go top though with this.
He should have bombed across top. I don't know if he's got it beat. Barely makes it. Again, bad communication. He should have waited for the okay from 4Os before he stepped into that gate.
Yeah.
They'd have let him know he just needed to wait a little bit. It's easy to get a little antsy on O.
Yeah. It seems that is one of the huge, with this game being pretty equal, with leaving everybody on an equal playing field. The communication seems to be the thing that differentiates the different levels of play.
Yeah, communication as a team is very important, and it can definitely offset any skill differences. Well, not any, but it will have a big impact. You can juke 3 players, but at the 4th knows exactly where you're at and is able to get a return. Speaking of juking 3 players, Nasty Nate is past 3. He's going to boost into base. They got some blocks on Jake Pro, but not enough.
He's absolutely living up to his namesake right now.
Dr. Juke making the grab. He's going to be able to get out, not be able to get out bottom as Jake Pro spawns. Logic got a nice grab past 3. He's going to boost bottom. There's a take pro. 7's going to pick up. 7 should be able to lead. He does. Logic's got to slow down here. 7 is going to go ahead. Nasty Nate just backing up. He's trying to get to that flag so that he can do anything he can here. Jake Pro's holding the button. This looks like a good chance. Nasty Nate trying to get out. Traps in with the... and 7.
Pushes him back just a little bit.
And the game is 3-1 with Los Ballos leading.
That again is something that kind of comes down to communication. If he knows that his flag carrier is coming out bottom, it's up to him to try and take one of the paths less traveled. So, as an offender coming back to try and get into the opponent's base, if I know that my teammate has the flag, I try and go behind the spikes because I know that my partner is probably going to go towards the boost.
Yep, definitely. We got a round of power-ups here. Dr. Jukes, again, by his lonesome sitting for bottom. Looks like no one's going for mid. Nasty Nate getting some nasty pops there. Or, what do you call those? Tags.
Tags? Yeah, tags.
I always mix those up. Dr. Juke, a nice grab. He's out of base. Nasty Nate legging behind to make sure that no one's able to sneak up on him. Gonna try to transfer to the top here. Tag Pro runs out. There are 4 4-0s to beat here, and Trapson's able to get the return. Jag Pro making a risky bomb. Didn't line up there. 7, nice bomb out bottom.
Well done. Oh,
misses the boost. Dragon doesn't go for it either. We've got 3 seconds, and the first half of the game is over with a score of 3-1. Los Ballos in the lead.
Tell you what, paying attention to that bottom clock. I always struggle with that when I'm playing, and when I'm spectating, trying to commentate. That's no exception.
Yeah, it's definitely, you can be. There's so many things to think about. You're looking at your positioning. You're trying to keep track of timers for power-ups. It's easy to lose track of that clock.
I can't tell you how many times I've started to call out a power-up timer and then realized, oh, you know what? There's no number in the minute section, so there's not really any point in calling out this timer.
Yep, definitely. Well, I definitely want my money back on this smooth zoom user script. It's not doing anything for me.
Maybe it's got something to do with the whole unfortunate spammer business.
Yeah, I don't know. He's been doing some crazy hacking lately. Word on the street. Did you? Were you able to watch that stream today?
I did not get a chance to.
Oh, I ended up watching. It was pretty. There was a lot of hacking going on both sides, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a replay up on the Reddit.
Yeah, I'd like to find that.
But yeah, unfortunate sniper at the beginning. It looked like he was going to take the game away. He was just moving really fast all across the field. Lucky Spammer unable to keep up, but once Lucky Spammer started hacking, his skills were superior as far as hacking ability.
I did see that Fresh quoted him in a post. Let me see if I can find that, because I liked how that was worded. If I can hack and you can hack, then nobody has to hack. From the wise words of Lucky Spammer.
That's good. That's deep. Well, what's going on here? What's going on here? I just realized I wasn't paying attention to the chat. Looks like we're starting here. Game 2. I better update the score here.
That was a 3-1 half to Los Ballos, correct?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Alright. So teams have switched sides. And that leaves 4Os on blue and Los Ballos on red. There's, once again, 3 tag pros across the map.
2, 1.
All right, we're off for game 2, half 2 of Los Ballos Hermanos versus 4O the Apocalypse. Logic's going to try to come across top. April Fool looks like he's guarding the button, and he is. It's a nice, as that was a tag pro.
7 decides to go for the tag pro kiss, so that leaves just about all the tag pros expired now.
We're going to try going across top again. Looks like April Fool's right on that button.
Yeah, once in a while you can sneak across the top there, but
Usually not at the
Most
beginning
of-
of the game.
yeah, when everybody's reset and nobody else is in base, it's tough to do. The power-ups are coming up again already, so we got Trapson and 7 waiting on the bottom and mid, along Easy fighting on the bottom. Nasty Nate looks like he grabbed the 4Os power-up in their base and has a tag pro with the flag. Logic going for the bomb snipe, but can't quite get it. Nasty Nate goes all the way to the top.
Well, I apologize to BBQ. I was able to resolve my problems on the scrolling here.
Oh man, The-Man with an absolutely lucky, skillful something grab and return of
Nasty playing
Nate.
some good contain there. Logic makes a grab. Got a low room to go here. Juke's a couple here. Nasty Nate's not having any of it. And April Fool with a nice snipe. We got a round of power-ups coming up here.
That might have been one situation where, as a flag carrier, it might have been worth the risk to try and go middle, with one of those bombs already having been defused.
Yeah, it's always a risky move, but I think you're right. Yeah, he clearly didn't have a path bottom, so that would have been interesting to see what would have happened with the mid play. 7's passed a couple here. Nasty Nate's going to try to make a grab. He's contained by Logic and Theman. If they can get a return here in a couple seconds, it might lead to a cap. No kiss for either of them. And they're all heading out of the base really quickly here. There's 3 to beat here. It doesn't look very good for 4-0. Logic's going to go defuse the bombs. And the 4th, Los Ballos is coming here to see what he can do with that snipe here. Nasty Nate coming over, and, well, he wasn't needed, but they're able to reset on D here. We got another round of power-ups coming up here. Nasty Nate wants everyone to know that he got him, but I don't know, I think someone else got him before he was able to get there. Unless he's still on his team. His team might have still been calling it out.
Oh, can you see? You can see the red team chat, huh?
Yeah.
I'll bet that probably has something to do with which team you started out spectating, because I can only see the blue team chat.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have both perspectives then here. Oh, Trapson's Tech Pro just barely runs out there. April Fool guarding the choke here with this Take Pro. Trapson gets past and Take Pro expires. Nasty Nate all on his own here against the 4-0s here. Trapson's able to get a grab past 2. We better watch out for that spike. I know that spike's been tricky here.
7 decides to try and go across top, but he needs to be patient.
Okay, very good. Trapson's holding him. I think now he's lost his chance here. April Fool's coming from the other side though, so he's gonna have to commit. They both have good options on the button. Yep.
4-0s is missing their regrab there. That might have been real helpful, but
Oh, good point. Now the Los Ballos are able to reset. Speaking of that, VZ's able to come out with the grab, and Nasty Nate's heading right back for that regrab. Logic's able to get the return. Nasty Nate grabbing the regrab and going bottom. Logic's coming up, and he smartly cuts way out of the lane there. Theman makes a grab past 3. 7 should probably have gone top there. Easy for us to say, being able to see the whole map, though.
yeah, exactly. That's one of those things I thought about after mentioning he could have gone middle. It's like, well, I suppose that's probably not something everybody's thinking about right now.
No, and like I said, it's easy for us to look at the whole map and see what the best route is, but it's just anyone's guess when you're actually in their base.
Exactly.
All right, we got some power battles going here. 7 and Nasty Nate, and Trapson's got a Tag Pro mid, and 7's able to sneak out with the Juke Juice. Nasty Nate's... Go ahead.
I was going to say, it looks like the blue side power-up is much delayed relative to all the other ones.
Oh, 7's able to get a clean grab here. And VZ breaks the block for the return. Dragon looked like he saw that coming and went straight up for that return. Oh, that was a nice button by Nasty Nate. And VZ's free top. I don't know if there were any callouts. It looks like they were covering choke. Still unable cap, and he sneaks it in.
By Los Ballos Hermanos, giving them a 1 cap advantage for this half.
Yeah, there we go again. I think that was just a little lapse in communication there on 4Os' part. Dragon able to grab the Juke Juice mid. VZ trying to throw some bombs around, not being able to get any good angles on that, unfortunately. There's 2 Juke Juices on defense for Los Ballos, so we had mentioned before how great those are on D. Traps are making a clean grab. He's got 2 to beat. VZ's coming up a choke to meet him. Gets past VZ.
By Traps
and unable to get the block on Nasty Nate.
He's been having an excellent game.
Oh yeah, he's both on offense and defense there, as we've seen.
I don't know if he wasn't available for their A-team game, or if they just didn't think he was fit for it, but he's been absolutely killing it here on the B team.
I think he played the second half of game 2, but I'm not positive on that, but I think he might have played that. So maybe he had oh, a nice button by Theman to prevent the cap there. It's what's the cumulative score? 4-1 with Los Ballos in the lead. We've got 2 minutes 15 seconds left. 7 is not going to be able to go top. Dragon gets the return. VZ trying some jukes, unable to get past 3. Traps in for a grab here. Trying to split, and Dragon's not going to have that.
I just went and looked at the stats again, and I realize as much credit as we've been giving Nasty Nate, VZ's still the one who's got more caps for their team.
And it was that way the first half too. I remember VZ was getting tons of caps as well.
Yeah, and it's always a team effort. So with Nasty Nate racking up all that hold time, it leaves VZ some easy grabs for caps sometimes too.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe it's the that Nasty Nate getting those grabs, getting out like right now, and getting some hold time. And if we see VZ's just waiting on that regrab, so depending on where Nasty Nate gets tagged, it could leave VZ with a nice regrab. 7's also got it. Trapson's waiting on the regrab as well, so we've got 2 regrabs. VZ's going to go top with the regrab. Smartly waiting there.
That was some good moves by 7 there to stay alive.
Trapson's going to try to go top. And that was a crucial power-up there that Nasty Nate was able to snag.
And that will be a cap for Los Ballos Hermanos.
Yep, Nasty Nate able to cap.
It makes that get 5-1 to Los Ballos.
And we got 20 seconds left. Speaking of time running out on us quickly here. This is likely going to be the last grab of the game here. VZ will make it. Unable to do anything, though, with 10 seconds. I might eat those words, but I don't think there's enough time to be able to get it in. It might be a close one here. VZ coming around bottom. No boost.
there's no
Not going to be able to do it. And with that, the game is over. Cumulative score of 5-1. Los Ballos Hermanos winning both games. And this has been NLTP Season 6. I keep saying 6. That's MLTP. Season 3. Great games by both teams. That Nasty Nate VZ combo was definitely, I think you figured that out on that whole time versus the Caps. I think that they've been setting up some really great regrabs for each other, and it's been showing in the score.
Yeah, they definitely worked really well together. All night.
And their defense has been going well too. I mean, but I think the offense has just been, I'd say, really stand out so far.
Oh, absolutely. You can't cap without the flag in the base. That's the bottom line there. So I mean, you've got to have a great defense to be able to win games. But yeah, definitely, the offense just seemed more flashy.
Well, I don't know if I have much more to say, so I think we might, unless you had any final parting comments here.
I don't know. I'm upset.
Okay, well, I want to thank everyone who's watching the stream for watching, and I will definitely post this to YouTube, so we'll be able to have some replays as well. So this has been a broadcast on the Ron Sponson. I need a good name for my network, but right now it's just Ron Sponson TV. So see you guys next week.